Hi, my name is Mikal Nielsen. If you're watching this video, most likely you have got my book, The Quick Fix to Any Problem. And I hope you've had a chance to read it. If you haven't got the book, go and get it. What I would like to share today in this video is a theme that is in the book over and over. It's a theme about mastering your mind. And it is more important than ever because the pressure in the world as a whole is increasing. The stress levels are going up. And today I just want to pick one subject. It could pretty much be any subject, but one subject to demonstrate that. And that's the subject of addiction. So we all have them to various degrees, whether it's an addiction just to having to watch that TV program or whether it's a more severe drug addiction. But addiction itself is what's important to me to deal with. And it has always been around. Alcohol and drugs is something we've been addicted to for forever. Gambling is also one of the ones that has been around for a long time. Newer ones are things like TV, and we then get addicted to programs and to entertainment on the TV. Newer ones, again, is computers and games, whether it's on computers or on smartphones or on PlayStations. And it's also a form of addiction where we get drawn in to do things that feel good in the moment, but long term is non-sustainable. And that is really what addiction is. And as I said, it's increasing because there is one of the newest, latest addictions around, which is exploding, which is the addiction to social media. Facebook is the one that comes to mind first because it's been around for a while, but there are new ones popping up here and there and everywhere. And it is drawing people in, and yes, we are interacting on it, but often at the cost of something else that is more important, whether that's looking after our family, our relationships, our health. But really, what I want to get across here today to you is as evolution goes on, there's always going to be things that we will get addicted to. So the problem is not those things. The problem is, if you read my book, you will understand that, is addiction itself. And if we want to solve this issue, we really, really have to look at addiction itself, the root of that. And should I use the term use the quick fix on that to go beyond that and get back into the driver's seat. Again, to use an analogy from the book, that when we are getting addicted to something, we are no longer in the driver's seat of our life. The addiction is in the driver's seat, which you know by now is what I call the operating system. It's in the driver's seat in that moment, and you are in the passenger seat. And that is why you can get some pleasure initially, but long term, it's the opposite. So we got to look at addiction itself and the root of that and turn that around. And the way you do that is, of course, just go and get my book. But that's not the only way of doing it. But it is one way to get to understand where does a problem like that live within us. And when you get to understand that, when you have that awareness, you then are able to make different choices. That doesn't mean you can't spend time on Facebook and can't watch TV, but it's no longer something you have to do to be happy. You're finding the happiness within you without all of that. And then all of those things become tools. It's like we can have a drink without becoming an alcoholic. we can play a game without getting addicted to gaming or gambling and things like that. So my invitation to you, if you have already read the book, now is the time to go back and study the book. Take it bit by bit and really understand the different components of the journey towards the quick fix, towards getting back more and more into the driver's seat of your life. So with that, I'm wishing you much happiness and wishing you back into the driver's seat of your life.